A new era of Texas football begins in the SEC, and these are 3 reasons why I believe the Longhorns will be better in the 2024 college football season. Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Phillips of SEC Unfiltered. Appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Check us out via podcast, wherever you get your podcast. You can also find us across all social media platforms, as well as our website, secunfiltered.com. We're brought to you by our friends over at RHOBACK. Guys, go to RHOBACK.com, use promo code SECU for 20% off your first purchase. Again, guys, that's RHOBACK.com, promo code SECU to get 20% off today. A new era of Texas Longhorns football begins this season as life in the SEC gets underway. And as you can imagine, the expectations are sky high after a college football playoff appearance a season ago. These are 3 reasons why I believe that Texas football could be and will be better in the 2024 college football season. And guys, we will start with number 1. When you're talking about the recipe to be one of the elites in college football and not just make the college football playoff, but contend for the national championship as well, you have to start at the most important position on the field. That is the quarterback position. Do you have a good one? Do you have a great one? Do you have an elite one? Do you have a guy you can rely on week in, week out to make the big plays that your team's going to need inevitably to go on a championship run? Guys, the first reason why I think Texas football is going to be better this season, Quinn Ewers takes the next step. Now, what does taking the next step really mean? Because Quinn Ewers, guys, you ask anybody, is one of the best quarterbacks in college football entering the 2024 season. But you and I both know there is a microscope on him that goes beyond just, oh, are you the best quarterback in the conference? Are you the best quarterback in the country? You're being measured each and every single week against, are you playing well enough and are you good enough to lead us to a national championship? Because again, that is the standard that Steve Sarkisian has set. That is the expectation for this 2024 Longhorns team. You look at Quinn Ewers' stats a season ago, guys. Very respectable. 3,479 yards passing, 22 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, a QBR of 78.3. He also ran for 5 touchdowns as well. I know Texas fans want to see those passing touchdowns increase, right? When you look at some of the top numbers across college football, Quinn Ewers was not near the top when it comes to passing touchdowns. But still, guys, I like Quinn Ewers' game a lot. I really do, guys. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in college football. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks already in the SEC. You could argue he is the best. You could argue, make a realistic argument already, Quinn Ewers is the best quarterback in the SEC coming into 2024. I think we're going to see Quinn Ewers, guys, be even better as the competition increases this season, right? There's going to be a rise in the level of competition. I think you're going to see Quinn Ewers take his game to the next level. I think also, too, the weapons they've put around him, more on that in a second, is going to help tremendously. But I think you're going to see Quinn Ewers under Steve Sarkisian, who, by the way, what a luxury. Week in, week out, you have one of the best offensive minds and all of college football guiding you. I think Quinn Ewers is ready to take the SEC by storm. I think he's ready to take that next step, and I think he is going to rise to the occasion and be the quarterback that Texas fans hope and know he can be. So again, guys, Quinn Ewers takes the next step for Texas in 2024. Guys, my second reason why I think Texas football will be better this season, guys, I mentioned the weapons they've put around Quinn to help him out on a week-in, week-out basis. Guys, my second reason, a plethora of portal talent shines. Guys, you started the offensive side of the football, and I mean, the guys they added, and I think Texas guys on both sides of the football, very strategic in the transfer portal. Texas may have not added 20 or 25 or 30 guys, right? But you look at the guys they did add, they are all immediate impact players, each and every single one of them, it seems. Right on the offensive side, you got Isaiah Bond coming in from Alabama. You've got Amari Niblack from Bama as well at tight end. You've got Silas Bolden, the Oregon State transfer, right? You've got Matthew Golden as well coming in, who was at Houston previously. You got some returners at receiver as well. But you think about those guys on the offensive side and the type of impact they're going to make. Defensively, guys, Andrew Makuba, a really, really good one, right? Coming in from Clemson. You've got the kid whose name I'm probably going to butcher badly, the defensive lineman from Arizona, Tioli Saveo. I probably, again, butchered that, and I'm really sorry if I did. Either way, fantastic football player. He comes in from Arizona. You've got Trey Moore, right? The UCLA transfer. He's also in at the buck position. You've got a Florida transfer who, for whatever reason, his name is completely escaping me, right? So you added some impact guys. You added some big-time impact dudes that are going to help this football team, that I think enhance this roster. And guys, this is what you have to do in the transfer portal era. You have to be willing to go out in the portal, to add these type of playmakers, to add these big-time dudes. And again, I love the work that they did in the transfer portal. I love the work they did. I think they were very strategic. They added dudes that are going to help them win immediately, and especially for a Texas offense that lost some of their big-time playmakers. I think you filled those gaps and you filled those voids immensely through the transfer portal. Guys, my third and final reason that Texas football will be better this season, and maybe the most important of these three, is this. Guys, the Longhorns are built to win big in the SEC. And I mean that in a number of ways, actually, right? From the infrastructure of that program, and it goes beyond Steve Sarkisian. I'm talking about everyone's in alignment in that program. The main thing is winning, right? You've got the right head coach. You've got the right leadership in that program. But specifically, I want to focus on the field. The Longhorns are built to win big in the SEC. And when I talk about built to win in the SEC, I'm talking the trenches. I'm talking about trench warfare, week in, week out, because that's what you have to have to win in this league, right? I think if Texas or Oklahoma, the new members of the SEC, were going to be humbled, it would be line of scrimmage, right? That's typically not what surprises people, but what people don't understand is just how good the offensive and defensive line play is in this league. Texas is no stranger to that, though, guys. They have the bodies, right? Heck, we saw them go into Bryant-Denny last year and take Bama to the woodshed and out-physical them at the point of attack. And, guys, when you look at this offensive line and you look at the amount of experience they return from left to right on the line, junior, senior, junior. And, guys, they go too deep. They go too deep on the offensive line. They've got the dudes. They've got the big uglies up front to push people around in this league week in, week out. They've got that key to the recipe, and that's a major key in this league. That's a major key, what you have to have. Again, on the defensive front, you look, and I know there's some new pieces there, and you lose Bo Davies, and you lose some big-time draft picks as well, but I still like what they have. Vernon Broughton's a redshirt senior there. You've got Alfred Collins, who's a senior. A lot of experience, and Justice Finkley, who's a junior. Again, you bring in the two transfers who are a junior and senior respectively. So you got a veteran group, and I know the defensive front will be more of a question, but still, I think they're going to be really, really salty there. But you are built to win big in the SEC. And when I say that, again, I am zeroing in on the offensive and defensive lines. Texas is built to win big across the board, but specifically on the field. Offensive line, defensive line of scrimmage play, which is at such a premium in the SEC. Texas is built from the ground up. They are built from the inside out, and that's a recipe for massive success in the Southeastern Conference. So again, guys, my three reasons why Texas football will be better this season. Number one, Quinn Ewers takes the next step. Number two, a plethora of portal talent shines. And number three, The Longhorns are built to win big in the SEC. Guys, that's going to do it all for me. Appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Hit that bell icon as well so you get notifications of when we go live and when we drop new video content, which is each and every single day. Also, guys, check out the podcast, which drops daily, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us across all social media platforms, as well as our website, SECUnfiltered.com. Until next time, guys, I'm Chris Phillips of SEC Unfiltered. Appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in, and we'll catch you on the other side.